Todd, thank you, and I'm so happy that not just us in South Africa, the hockey nerds, but the hockey community worldwide is recognizing what we are doing. And like you said, the work behind the scenes. Obviously, the first thing I did was just message the coach, and all I could say was just epic, and didn't have any words either. Just got an emoji with a big grin. And the first call that I made today was to both our mental coaches. And I said, you've made it so easy for us as coaches to work with this group because we work with guys who just want to play. And in the past, we've had people or players who played with a lot of fear. And their what if was not, what if this is a great moment for us? They were thinking, what if I lose the ball? And what we have right now is, what if I take this chance and it comes off? And I think our efficiency today was something ridiculous, like 57% going forward. So, yes, Todd, it's 4 goals. Did we create 19? We didn't. But we created 6 or 7, and we can put 4 away. We can always know that when I choose to go forward, something great might happen. And that's only testament to, the group of staff that Gareth Ewing has been able to put together. Craig Carolyn and Ian Shippey working behind the scenes and having countless Zoom chats with the guys about how are you feeling? How do we talk through this moment? And that's what made it easy for me as a coach to just jump in and just be the come in with the details of technically and maybe tactically upfront what I want to see from the men.
Pholo, can I keep picking your brain, because this result it's just phenomenal and it's got us all very excited. Just tell us a bit more about the team. How many of them, the players, how many of them are based in South Africa? Have you got players playing overseas? And if they're based in South Africa, what does the competition look like? Is it a national competition or what have they got there?
So our local competition is, we have provinces, or if you imagine the American way of saying it, it's states. And you guys in Australia also have states. So we've got 9 of those, and we've got 3 or 4 major hockey cities. So the guys are just scattered around with the lack of funding in our program. Gareth Ewing was the one traveling around and making sure that each region would have a camp with him around. And what I've loved about how we've gotten here is he's brought in all the local coaches in each region to take on what he wants to see on with the guys. So yes, we have a couple of guys playing overseas, like you saw Nick Spooner, who plays in the Bundesliga. We've got Tim Drummond, we've got Austin, Ryan Julius is also overseas. Hoping that the good rumors I heard about the Kassim brothers is that they'll be signing their contracts also very soon. So I think, the more we get our guys playing abroad and coming back, and that's where the problem lies with funding or lack thereof, is that they can't come back as often as we'd want to get together as a squad. So going out is one thing, but coming back to add value to the whole group has become the challenge for us.
And it's also the balance there that you have, obviously, between wanting to have your best players in your own domestic league or in your own clubs or in your own team system, whatever league system that you have, to make your league better, versus the individual needs of a player to grow and having to go to a better championship.
Yeah. So yeah, it's that balance, right, that we're trying to get right. And like I said, if we had enough funding, it would be easy for the guys to go out and still come back and be able to add value in their local clubs where they grew up. And you look at the Kassim brothers, they're playing for like a community club. It's not an elite hockey club with Maseratis driving through every 2 days. It's really, and what we've been able to see from them, and and everyone that has had a say in how they do what they're doing, I'm really happy for the people that have been there for years. With Mustafa being just 19 years old, it's not a thing that we do often in South Africa, that we have a teenager playing his first cap for the country. And Gareth Ewing, he said, I don't care what's happened before. This is the vision I have for this team. And we have some talented youngsters. Let's throw them in the deep end. And this is what we can see.
One more very quick one, Pholo.
Yeah.
You talk a lot there about funding. I used to work back in Australia for the South Australian Sports Institute. If there was a South African Sports Institute, is there a way that this result can bring in more funding and then set up a structure where you can develop your younger athletes and set up a pathway that's probably not there as much at the moment?
Yeah, and unfortunately for us, we'll need a big corporate to put the bucks behind the teams. And we haven't had an association sponsor in a very long time, like someone who's just going to be sponsoring the association and the money trickles down to all of us. So currently it's going to be, and touch wood, we will get someone who's going to put a lot of money behind the men's program, because that's what we've showcased, right? And it would be great for that money to go to the women and to the junior women and to the under 16 women, so that the association can, have the best coaches and that everyone is looked after properly, so that we can do our job 24/7 as we all dream to do.